Thanks, Mike. Well, it's road trip season, and if you're taking a trek across country or just making a quick weekend trip to the cottage, having the right gadget can make or break the trip. And Julian Sanders from London Drug is here with some great road trip essentials. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thanks for having me.
First of all, the first thought I had was, I wish you were around when my dad decided to drive the entire family from Toronto to New Orleans with just a Pearly guide and some money to eat burgers on the side of the road.
Oh,
so,
man.
Let's get started. Let's talk about, I know, trust me, it was bad. And we were in the back of a Cavalier.
Oh,
you going to say more?
wow.
Okay. All right, so let's take a look at the first thing you brought. This is a barbecue, of course.
Yeah, it's a Coleman LXX portable grill, so it folds down and you can throw it in your trunk. Oh. It takes little camping propane cylinders that are really easy to find, or there's an adapter kit that you can buy separate sitting on the little side table there for regular propane tanks. So it's really nice for tailgating parties. Really hot, it's 2200 BTUs. So you can
That's really good.
Cook
so
quick.
What you're saying is if you were around with this back in the day, I didn't have to eat those bad rotisserie hot dogs from the gas station stop? All right. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. All right, so let's talk about, what do we have here?
That's a Sylvania portable DVD player, kind of the old standby to entertain the kids.
Yes.
A couple hours on battery. It's got a car charger, and it's just, it's a little more flexible these days because it can play music. There's other models that you can get that can play off USB.
And this is very important if you have young children who you'd like to keep quiet for at least a couple hours. This is the essential. Alrighty, so let's take a look at the next gadget that you brought in.
This is a GPS. It's a little bit different. It's a Magellan for RVs, so it's got a special guide to take into account not only the length of your vehicle for, you know, not bumping into bridges and stuff, but also for stops along the way for hookups, and it's got a really long extended mount, so it's easy for big trucks, that kind of thing. Nice big display too. That's
fantastic. That's very useful. Okay, and this little guy right here?
That's the Energy Pocket battery, so this guy can charge your phone 2 times or your tablet once. And it's got a little adapter that just folds out for whatever you've got, so you don't have to worry about bringing all your cords. Just the one little adapter, and you don't have to fill your bag with stuff.
How many times have we forgotten a cord? There's always a cord that you forget, and you're like, I can see it right in that drawer at home, which is not doing you any good when you're on the road.
Exactly.
All right, let's take a look. Who's our last one?
This is the MIMO. It's a little battery-powered router. So the idea with this guy is if you have a 3G stick, you can plug it in and have Wi-Fi in the car, or you can even plug in your smartphone, and then you've got the ability to share the Wi-Fi better than you can with just your mobile hotspot because it's got a better range and it keeps up with the speed.
Wi-Fi in the car, that sounds magical. Oh my goodness. Where were you 20 years ago? All right, well, thank you so much for bringing all this very cool stuff by. Stay with us because after the break, we're going to have your sports headlines.